We've mentioned food intolerances, and we work very specifically with food intolerances. So again, Laura and I came from this background where, as kinesiologists, we learned how to do food intolerance testing, and it was always very scattergun. And through our journey of looking at things like the FODMAP diet and the autoimmune protocol and all of these other, the plant paradox and all of these other bits of research that started to come through. I mean, let's be honest, nutritional science 20 years ago, it was quite rudimentary. It's actually really evolved now. And so through all of our research, we created this staged approach to food intolerance, looking at food intolerances. And so it's very common that I see someone's health history and I go, oh, red flag, red flag. And like I said, this is such a unique research that other nutritionists don't necessarily pick up on it. And so we talk about gateway allergens, these allergens that can really cause a lot of inflammation and fallout in the body, and immune disruption and bowel disruption and hormone disruption. And so we look at wheat and milk first and seeing if that's relevant for you. But we then do also go on to look at other aspects, all the other grains that you could be consuming, other aspects of dairy, because sometimes they can not be a problem. So you don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. The deadly nightshades are a big focus area for us. So that's the tomatoes, the peppers, the aubergines. What am I missing? Tomatoes, peppers, aubergines, potatoes.
Potatoes.
These are foods that people can be eating on a daily basis. But again, just knocking it all out, it can be quite restrictive. So we want to find out what is actually an intolerance for you. We look at eggs. Egg whites can be a high sensitizer for people who have got an inflammatory response. We look at beans, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Again, the phytates that are in them and some of the other chemicals that are in them can be very gut disturbing. Finally, we start looking at alliums. So we go through this process, but we actually do the food intolerance testing. So we are looking at all of these things and finding out what it is that you can eat or that actually it'll be better for you to avoid whilst you get things underbalanced.
And we also work with food strategies. At the heart of the food strategy is blood sugar balancing and hormone balancing. And this is where we're looking at a balance of macronutrients. We really focus on nutrient density. We're filling in those gaps with the micronutrients, so that's your vitamins and minerals. And we have different food strategies dependent on where you're at and what your goals are.